Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Harold Games, and welcome to another episode of my Detroit Tigers franchise. We are finally back. It has been a hot minute since I have uploaded a video regarding the Tigers franchise. Really no excuse other than my work schedule kind of getting changed around a little bit, but I've been able to record other videos, so really no excuse for the reason why I have not recorded a MLB video just to hype with Madden coming out. Again, I'm surprised I'm saying this, but I'm actually enjoying Madden this year. And with NFL and NHL starting, I've been really enjoying that. And since my favorite team and MLB is not in, I haven't really paid attention to the playoffs besides a couple of Diamondbacks games. My two teams that I wanted to win are already out. The Rays and the Brewers were the two teams that I wanted to win. And I guess the only team now that I want to win is the Diamondbacks. The rest of the teams I really don't care for. But yeah, so I played this game on a stream slash video. But I was tired. I wasn't feeling it. So I just scrapped the video. Otherwise, you would have had another video before this one. And I was like, I kind of want to get this season rolling along again since it's been a while since I recorded it. And we're struggling to stay above 500. We have stayed at or around 500 pretty much the entire season. We've had to fight this to get back to 500 after a slow start. So I kind of want to get the ball rolling. I don't think we're going to contend. My free agent signees aren't doing the best. So what in this episode, we're just going to do the draft. I forgot to say that this is the draft special, and we're also going to look at some stats and do some simulation as well. As you can see, the draft, it's in 14 days, which I believe it's this week, and I hope it's before this game because I do want to play this game on another video and just do the All-Star break in another video, and then do another game. And yeah, I do want to play a couple more games before the trade deadline, so we'll just start simulating. We actually won. Yeah, it's not looking good for us this year, especially when you're losing 2 out of 3. I mean, this is kind of how it's been, and it seems like this year. Getting a trade offer for Brandon Bell already. I'm just going to take a look at it. Other Harris, Montero, not the best. He is young. For third baseman, we have Maton, who has really struggled. A lot of our good players from last year are struggling. Just taking a look. Oh, no, I won't trade him. We have good prospects, so no point. And Bell's kind of like our playoff guy. So we got back to 500. Then we get back under 500. So looks like we're not going to have a game before the All-Star break. So we're actually going to include All-Star break in this as well. I'm not going to play the All-Star game this year, but draft, here we go. So we are going to kind of take a look and basically add players who have some form of scouting on them. So like add him. We're going to add him. Add a lot of players, or have interest in signing, who are pretty scouted. Some of them won't be fully scouted, but just to get a nice starting point, and the rest of the stuff will be done. So after we add the players that are interested in us, we will kind of go from there. Whoever gets drafted out of that list, we'll kind of go back through and see which players could be potential hidden gems. I really don't like the scouting at all for MLB to show. I miss the old scouting where you just go through because this is pretty hard to go through. But as you can see, our rankings bottom third in every single one of them besides shortstop, and that's because of Javi Baez. So we have the 16th overall pick. So we're kind of sorry. We're kind of in the middle. We have a okay bonus. That's not a lot. So we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We added so many catchers. So we're just going to add a bunch of these guys that don't have a lot of scouting on them. Or, yeah, don't have a lot of scouting or are interested. We're just going to add them. And we will start the draft. So 16th pick. Let's get it going. I blew my eardrums out. Okay, jeez. Finally. Alright, let's get to our Tigers pick. So, let's see here. We have the 16th pick. So, he has 70% interest in signing. Pretty decent potential. He's high school. He's a third baseman. 18 years of age. We have this pitcher who is already 22. He's not going to demand a lot of the bonus. Looks like he might be a project type player. Not as much of a project as you think, but he's not ranked high. Perez is ranked high. He is a third baseman, so I'm a bit hesitant to do that. He's not terribly injured, or his injury risk is not terribly high. But these are like the top two guys on our board that could have some good potential. That have the best potential, looks like, that actually are scouted. We will go after the third baseman. See what happens. And hopefully we do have Elvis Mendoza. So we're gonna reach a little bit for him, but we're gonna hope he turns out to be good. He is already 22, so we're gonna have to hope he can develop really well. Alrighty. So we have Andres Matos, 100% scouted. Looks like he's gonna be, could be really bad, could be okay. His overall is not the best, but for a left fielder who's only 18, he'll probably be a project. He's our 89th ranked prospect. I think we will go after him. See what happens. Chris Matthews, not really scouted. Bobby Irizarry. Holy cow. Most present and future numbers for batting. As a catcher, jeez, that is awful. Defensive catcher, but no way we're going. We have so many catchers on the board. And all of them they're not scouted at all, but all of them are terrible. And that's all the guys we have left on the board. So we have a right fielder who's a JUCO guy. And then we have a ton of awful catchers. And this is what happens when scouting sucks in the game. You don't know. We don't really need an outfielder. Or a center fielder because we have Riley Green. We have players that are like 70s, 80s, but they have decent potential to get better. That's the thing. All of our positions are okay. And we'll take a look at Sidney Law. Reliever. We could always use some relievers. We'll take him. 85th draft rank. So we actually did decent. So I'm gonna keep this right fielder on the board. His draft rank. Where are we at? We're at 120. We're actually gonna take him. Another outfielder. Pick 150. I wish I could remove all these catchers because I'm not gonna need a catcher, especially since I have Feliciano. Now this guy, he could be a hidden gem. So we will add him. He's like the only guy that's like a hidden gem as of now. Reliever, pretty good reliever stuff. We can always reliever. I'd rather sign guys out of the relief role, but if I can find a hidden gem or two, then I wouldn't mind it. A lot of relievers as usual. I'm going to take this third baseman, Tejada. See how he does. As you can see, I'm a terrible YouTuber when it comes to draft episodes. Because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm like looking at this is my last pick. It looks like I'm not gonna take a catcher. I don't need one. I don't know. I'll just take the third baseman. Another third baseman. So we have no more draft picks. So we still can play this game, but I kind of want to get the simulation rolling. Try and sign our picks as much as we can. We don't have a home run derby participant, so we'll just move on. We will see who made the all-star team for us. So no pitcher. Right, we didn't sign anyone. No. Matt Whistler, he was with us. We traded him. He's doing really good. Closer. Okay, so Josh Hader made it for us. So that's one. He's won 4 saves, but his ERA is a lot better. Might be the only. Yeah, that's the only guy that made it for us, Josh Hader. So unfortunately, only one guy made it. Alright, signing draft picks day. This guy's interested in us. We'll see if we can just get him for the. Oh, sweet. Is this man interested? Not enough. Not enough. This guy should be good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're on a good roll. And that happens. Alright, so we signed virtually everyone that we wanted to sign. Or almost everyone already on the first day of draft signing picks. And we will be able to see who's next. We're 44 and 47. We're only 6.5 back, but that's not looking good. I'd like to try and get as many signees as I can as we're continuing to lose games. That's good. We're going to have to raise this up a little bit. Still declining it. I'd like to sign as many guys as I can. I'd also like to win some games, but it's not looking like it's going to work as of right now. There we go. How much money? So we have 1.9 million. he's not asking for that much, so we should be able to get him. Take a look at some contract extensions who we'll need. He has really turned it on. He had a slow start, but he's in line for a career year. Back-to-back career years. He's a free agent. I'm just gonna see how much he wants. That's a lot. We only have $8 million. At this point, it looks like for both Frazier and Belt are probably gonna be traded at the deadline. Frazier's 10 home runs for us. That episode will be all the trades will be in another episode. We continue to lose games, and our guys in the minors keep getting hurt. All right. Okay, so we didn't get him the first round, so we'll just have to raise the money a bit. There's a nice series win. I'd like to try and get all draft picks signed before I end the episode. There we go. So we signed everyone. We won't find out their overalls until after the trade deadline. Let's get to the game before the trade deadline. Continuing to lose. Just not looking good. Okay, so this is the trade deadline day. So it should not. Okay, alright. Alrighty. So let's take a look at some stats. We're not going to simulate anymore. So Akil Baddoo, unfortunately, out of the leadoff role. Not looking the best. Career high in home runs, but his average is not doing well. Riley Green's struggling. Approaching a career high in home runs, but his average is not looking good at all. Our offense this year is just not cutting it, man. Just not cutting it. Fortunately not. He has 15 home runs. He's starting to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Maton, not looking like he's improving that much. Jonathan Scope, he was injured. We brought him back pretty cheap. We're not going to trade him this year. We're going to continue to have him at second base, but fortunately he's not doing the best. Eric Haas isn't doing it. So our offense, Feliciano is definitely improving. He's getting a lot of playing time. He's definitely improving. Brandon Bell, for some reason, is our last or 9-hole hitter. He's hitting the ball pretty well. Looks like he got injured. Adam Frazier is okay. Kreidler is pretty decent. Definitely an improvement from last year. Matt Vierling is definitely having a nice season. Torkelson should be starting for us. I don't know why he's not starting, but he has a career high in home runs. His average is a career high at this point. So yeah, and then let's take a look at our pitching. So K-Rod is struggling. He really has not pitched well at all. I don't know how he got 15.4 a year. I don't know why the Tigers overpaid for him. So K-Rod and Matt Manning are the only two guys that have really struggled. In our rotation, Alex Lang has really struggled out of the bullpen again. I don't know if I want to keep him around anymore. Rosenthal's doing pretty good. Not as good as he was last year, but that's still a respectable ERA. Out of the bullpen, Foley struggling. Peralta, my free agent guy, is struggling. Then Hader, his ERA went up. It was at, what, 224, whatever? 2.24, now it's 2.70. It's at the 27 say. So we're just not a team that looks like we're serious about contending at this point, unfortunately. We're actually in a worse position as we were last year at the deadline, because I believe we were at or above 500 at the deadline. So, yeah, but let's take a look at some of our prospects. Let's take a look at Artaya. 71 overall at this point. He is still behind Donnie Sands and Dylan Dingler. we will see. He's only 22. He's the youngest guy we have here besides Frank Chance, who was the guy we drafted, I believe, last year. Trying to remember who else we got. Chase Young is playing really well. I don't think we traded for him. We did. Okay, Nick Nastrini, not the best. But he's already a 20 or 73 overall player. With Hader getting paid as a closer, we will probably, both him and Varela, we will probably consider moving up at September call-ups to fill up our relief spots. I don't know. We'll see. Disappointing episode, and really I don't know what's going on. Bobby Miller is not doing the best. Emerson Hancock is doing pretty good, so I'm happy we got at least one guy doing good. Actually, he is getting close to MLB ready. Jackson Jobe has not played yet because he's in single A. That's all the guys that we traded for. Anyways, Andy Ibanez has not played well in the majors. Jimmy Turnwall, I believe this is a guy that we drafted. Yeah, I believe he was our first overall pick, or not the first overall pick in the draft, but our first pick last year. He's playing pretty well. Andre Lipsy has played well last year. Hasn't gotten playing time. Did we trade for me? I think we traded for Gage. Maybe we didn't. We definitely traded for Axel Sanchez. He's doing pretty well. And limited playing time in the minors. Kerry Carpenter in the minors is hitting the ball at the ballpark. He's playing better than Akil Baddoo in terms of offense. So yeah, short episode. Disappointment in terms of our record, but might have to wash the season away and really go after it in free agency. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.